Hey everyone, my name is Etoh. I'm with Dignitas, and today I'm actually joined by Cloud9 White. And honestly, how could you not be excited to be joined by Cloud9 White? We're joined by Katsumi, Annie, and Alexis. Katsumi, I want you to actually introduce your teammate Annie.
Yeah, I would say that Annie is like funny and like witty, but also like cool and collected. Like I can't think of another person on the team who like can keep our mood up, but also like keep us in the zone at the same time better than she does.
I love that. Well, Annie, now it's gonna be your turn to gas up your teammate. What do you think of Alexis?
Alexis is probably one of the best support players I've played with, and never really find anybody as a replacement in ranked. She has some really, really good banger clutches, and I don't know, just seeing her in a 1v5 and like kind of like knowing that she has a chance to win it is kind of a awesome feeling to have for a teammate. So
Having that trust is amazing. Alexis, how about you?
Kat is like one of the happiest people that I have met, dude. She is singing songs during practice. She's hyping everybody up. Doesn't matter how she's doing, she's still gonna hype everybody up and hype herself up too. She's just a really positive teammate to have, and I really love having her on the team.
So, as a reigning like VCT Game Changers champions, do you feel any particular pressure to keep that #1 title? Just to start with you, Annie.
honestly, I don't. Um, it was kind of a stomp the first one. I got a little bit closer on the second one, and that's kind of when were like, wait, we gotta try a little harder. And so we've been prepping a lot, and I think we've been improving uh, more and faster than all of the other teams. So I don't really feel pressure. I think we're just gonna be like another tournament for us.
How about you, Alexis? Do you echo those same statements?
Definitely. I think there's like some pressure to stay number one, but I don't really feel any pressure against any of the teams that we're gonna be playing or anything like that. I think we're gonna get first pretty easily again.
And I don't want to leave you out of this conversation either, Katsumi. Do you echo those same confident statements, or are you just
I definitely, yeah. I think it's an expectation from the community that we're going to stay number one, but I also think that we 100% expect it of ourselves, and we don't think that it'll be an issue.
Well, how are you feeling heading into the event as a whole? I mean, you said that you're going to treat this as like just any other event. Have you been, I guess, kind of prepping for any teams in particular?
In terms of counter striking, not really. We haven't really like looked at any of the teams. I don't know. We're just kind of like focusing a lot on ourselves and scrimming like other tier 2 teams and tier 1 teams. So uh I think we're a lot more prepped for this.
I think the team that will probably give us the hardest time again is Moon Raccoons. I think they go by Built Butter now.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so I think that they'll have the closest game against us, but I don't think that they'll win.
And Katsumi, I mean, is there anyone you think that could even realistically pose a challenge?
Yeah, I mean, I think that some orgs have like put in resources into some of these teams and they've gotten more time to practice. But I
Hmm.
still think that when we go into tournaments, we play our own game, and we know that we've had the most experience and the most time. So we don't really worry about specific teams. We just know that we're going to come out on top because of the work that we've put in.
I love to hear that confidence. This next question, well, actually, most of these questions come from Sapphire. She was really interested in kind of asking you about the women's scene as a whole, because Game Changers events has opened up like a ton of opportunities for women to enter the competitive space. And have there been any individuals that have been like really surprising, fun to watch, or you even think can compete on the same level as C9 White?
I actually think these events are really good because it does kind of like showcase like
Hmm.
upcoming talent. Like I'd really love for like a lot of people who perform well in these tournaments to get like actually picked up by teams and start to like take it very seriously and start scrimming because that just takes their potential and it like skyrockets, and pretty soon we have like tier 1 women like everywhere. So
Any individuals or teams that you would like to focus on here, Alexis?
I think that the Moon Raccoons girls are like really nuts, and I think that the last VCT was a really good example of like showing off like these new young girls that are like really, really good and ready to enter the scene.
I just want to say, like, we have a youngin on our team, but like, it's really exciting for me to see all these like 15, 16-year-old girls who are like competing in these big, tournaments with big prize pools too. They're only going to get better and better, and they have a lot of time to like improve. So
Hmm. Last question I have, and I want to go around the table for this one as well, is do you have any specific advice for others women's or other women's teams, excuse me, who want to compete on that higher level?
I'd say if you really want to take it to the next step, you have to, like, as a team and individually, like, start recording everything you do, start VOD reviewing. I mean, it takes a long time. We're still always working on, like, you know, fixing our issues, and so it's an ongoing process. But the way to get to that higher level is just need to start doing that.
My advice would just be to like stay open-minded, like take criticism from your teammates or whoever you play against. Play in all the open tournaments you can with your team. Play not only in the female tournaments, but literally any tournaments that you can play. Spam ranks, just get better in every way that you can, and you'll make it.
Katsumi, how about you?
Alexis kind of stole what I was going to say, but play in every tournament you can, literally everyone. Like, don't just play in the women's tournaments. I think you're hindering yourself if you're only playing in like the women's tournaments. Like, play in the open tournaments, play against every team, like the best teams you can. Because the thing you don't really realize when you first start scrimming and you don't have a lot of tournament experience is it's like not the same environment. Like, things don't quite feel the same unless you get those reps in and you get that experience. And it's something that's going to come in really handy when you like prepare for these really big events. Is like having all those small tournaments behind you really helps.
That makes me want to play some more tournaments. Thank you so much, C9 White, for joining me. It's been awesome talking with you. Do you have any final messages just before we actually officially sign off? Shout outs you want to give to your friends?
Shout out to Mel and Jazzy.
Yeah, I miss you
shout out.
guys.
Miss you guys.
Yeah, Mel and Jazzy, they're amazing. Thank you again so much, and I suppose that we'll see you in Game Changers. Thank you.